Hello, my name is Douglas Bloch. I'm an author and depression survivor. Welcome to your Depression Recovery channel, where each week we talk about practical tools and coping strategies for healing from depression and anxiety. The title of today's talk is, or today's video, is How to Respond When Symptoms Return. For those of us who have experienced at least one episode of depression and anxiety, we have to realize that at some point we're going to have a dip. Even if you take medications, we learned in my video, Prozac Poop Out, that a medication can wear off unexpectedly and symptoms can return when that happens. So the important thing to know is that if you start to have a dip or feel down, not to panic, and to realize that depression is a condition whose symptoms wax and wane, just like they do in arthritis or asthma or diabetes. And to realize that dips and little setbacks are part of the recovery process and they won't last. To illustrate this point, I want to tell a story about a member of my support group called Lori. About a year ago, Lori had graduated from my group, and the reason she graduated was because she was feeling so well and her symptoms had gone into remission, so she felt she could leave and live her life. But about a week ago, I got a call from her and she was very distressed because it seems like the previous week she had woken up and for no apparent reason, she felt low. There was nothing in her environment to explain this, no trauma, no crisis. She just felt blue. And moreover, this had persisted for 7 days. And now she was beginning to catastrophize that she was headed for another major depression. I explained to Lori that what she was experiencing was a temporary low. And I encouraged her to continue to practice the coping skills and strategies she had learned in group. It's okay to feel down, I explained. Just continue to stay engaged with life and avoid the tendency to withdraw. By doing this, you'll ensure that the low won't get worse and you will get better faster. 2 days later, Lori called me with this report. She said, shortly after our conversation, a good friend called me and asked me to go for a walk with her and stop for some coffee. This seemed like a good idea. And then I remembered that I'd always wanted to photograph her dog. I'm trying to get into photography and I love animals. So I said, can you bring your dog along? She said, fine. So we took the walk and then we came to the coffee shop and we stopped and I said, okay, let me take a few pictures of your dog. A golden retriever, very nice, very gentle, and I really like this dog. And as I started to do so and took one picture after another and focused on the dog instead of my depression, I noticed that my symptoms of depression moved from the foreground to the background, and I started to feel better. Now, this did not totally take away my symptoms of depression, but it allowed me to manage them, and they decreased. Now I know that staying engaged is the key to making sure my recovery happens sooner than later, and I will do my best to do so. Lori did the right thing by persisting in her recovery despite how she felt. And in a few days, her mood improved and she evened out. I've heard this story from many clients, and what it tells me is that the journey of recovery does not go in a straight line upwards. It has its share of highs and lows. Now, while you may not be able to control when the lows occur, you can control how you respond to them. This is the key. And as you do like Lori and learn to respond to your lapses over time, they will become less frequent, less intense, and of shorter duration. This is the journey of mental health recovery. This has been Douglas Bloch. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did get something out of it, I would encourage you to give it a like. And if you have any questions of me, you can leave your questions in the comments section or you can email me, douglasbloch@gmail.com. The other thing you can do is you can subscribe to this channel if you want to get notifications each week when I release a new video. To do so, during the closing credits, simply click on my photo and you will be taken to the subscribe page. In addition, if you click on the image of my book, Healing from Depression, you'll be taken to my website, healingfromdepression.com. And if you click on the videos, you will be taken to see those videos. And until we meet again, I wish you the best in your mental health recovery. Thank you.